and decision making skills, which every day we do without knowing that we are planning, without knowing that we are taking decision. Many times we take many decisions and we plan, and there are no human being who doesn't plan. They plan for every day, plan for the career, plan for the health, plan for wealth, plan for Is it audible? Any disturbance you can tell me?
Yes, ma'am, you are very audible.
Yeah, fine. So the planning is a part of the society, and it has been informal in small organization and formal and very big in big nations and big organizations. And planning is part of the society, which changes the framework with well-defined objectives, and it will be helpful to reach the goals set by the organization, set by individuals. And it has been a stem for everything. It is the stems for all other activities, and sometimes it may be controversial in management or in the government. So planning cannot read uncertainty. Planning is for the future. There may be so much of uncertainty which is attached to the future. Sometimes plans will not go as per we plan, and planning cannot tame the turbulent environment. Planning you may plan so many things that may be the best of the plan, but there may be a turbulent environment. Nature is very strong. We have no control on the nature or the turbulent environment around us. It may be internal and external environment which is very turbulent, and sometimes we cannot continue with the plans. We need to change the plan sometimes, or upgrade the plan.
आप उस पे अभी तक रिसर्च कर ही रहे हैं कल से.
So most of the planning is like in a corporate planning, it is like a ritual dance, ritual rain dance. Yeah, it has no effect on the weather that follows, but it makes those who engage in the field that they are in control. Most of the discussion of the role models, yeah, in planning are directed to improving the dancing, not the weather. So it is like the people involved will feel like they have a control on it, but may not be getting the output which is desired. These are the things which are there in the planning. With this background, let's discuss the process of planning and whether it will be helpful. What are the skills needed? So the slide is moving.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
Yes, ma'am.
planning is necessary. Let's have an interactive session. Let me take your views on this. Is planning necessary? Why this skill is necessary? Nothing
Yes,
works
ma'am.
as
Planning is very much necessary.
Yeah, nothing works as I plan. Why should I plan? Many of us
Not
say,
always, ma'am.
many of us say, yeah, it is written on the forehead, written on the palm, that will happen as per the directions of the the Upperwala. All this are the things we hear from our elders regarding the plans. So they say nothing works as I plan. Why should I plan? Sometimes if you don't plan, you don't know whether it is working or not. If you don't plan, you plan to fail, or you have already decided to fail without planning. If you plan, there are two chances. You may be successful with the plan, or you may fail with the plan. But if you don't plan, you don't have these two options. You will definitely fail without planning, because there is no direction, there is no milestone. You don't know where you are heading. Still, life will pass, time will pass, but we don't know what we are doing and where we are heading. So the planning is utmost necessary activity, and everything else based on this plan. See, today you are all there in the course with a plan. And you have planned your career or the course or whatever you have taken up. So you are there today with us because of the plan you have made for your career. So New Year resolutions, all of us make New Year resolutions, or some make, some may not follow, some follow it rigidly, religiously, maybe the health or the wealth issues or the career issues, career planning. Maybe for first few days they'll do it rigorously. After that, they'll not do it as they plan. Yeah, first day maybe they get up at 5 o'clock and do the exercises and walk and everything in the new year. And after some days, they will not follow it. They'll take it lightly. So you will not get the intended results. Maybe 90 days challenge, 30 days challenge, whatever you have taken. If you are skipping, or if you are not doing it continuously, you will not get the results which are intended for this challenge. So procrastination, many times, if we have time, there is some law which says work expands to the time available. If we have 1 month time, we will delay it till the 20th 25th of the day. Last 5 days we work. Even the students do this. So work expands to the time available. That is procrastination, delaying, ignoring. Yeah, we will there is a time, so we will not do it. So that procrastinate, and that will be a misorder in all the work which you have taken up. You will not get enough time to complete the work, or in a hurry you just do it just for the sake of doing. All these things will happen if there are no proper plan and we don't follow those. So the skills are necessary. The time management is also associated with the planning, with the timeline. Maybe the next week, in a month, you may have 4 milestone. Every week you can measure your performance, and then the 30th day you will see this. Or in a year, you may have 4 the quarterly plans, which may give you the results, or the biannual plans. All if you can have a long-term plans for 5 years, yeah, break down into every year appraisal, annual meetings, then annual introspection. All this will lead to a success of the plan. So the planning is essential, though we take it lightly many a times. We make it just for the sake of planning, maybe the lesson plan, or the career plan, or to do so many things in this academic year or in the financial year. We postpone because of various reasons. We don't prioritize the plans, prioritize the things. Prioritizing is essential, highly highly essential things should be done at the first, and then the middle, and the lower level things need to be done. So these are the things we need to keep in mind when we plan. And planning is a fundamental thing. Everything else stems out of the planning. Planning can read an uncertain, cannot read uncertain future. This is what we discussed right now. And planning cannot tame the turbulent environment. So no battle can survive without contact with the enemy. Enemy is future. So you don't know what is there in the future. So without contacting with the future, you cannot assume things. That is what the Colin Powell wants the manager, because of the turbulent environment. So there will be a gap between the goals and intended to reach. There may be a gap, that is bridge the gap between where you are now. So the gap need to be fulfilled, and normalize working some parts are alone, And because goals are personal, sometimes kindly mute the audio. It is disturbing. Kindly mute the audio. All of you, please kindly mute the audio. So some parts you may have to take it alone because there are no friends, family can come in some of the some stages of life or some situations you will be left alone. So it is purely personal. If you don't plan, someone else plan. You will walk as per someone else plan, or someone else will plan your life. If you don't take initiative to plan your life, it may be your parents, your spouse, or your children may plan your future. So it is time to take our ownership of our life and to plan for our future. Anything, it may not always money, not always wealth, not always career. There are so many other things we need to focus on, and health is wealth. And if you are good, if you are healthy, then only everything else comes in place. And along with the health, you have other relationships in personal life or in a professional life that needs certain level of interest. It will not go as it is. You have to, it should be a mutual respect and mutual understanding in many things. So you need to take ownership. Shared goals are those where everyone sees the same goals, irrespective of your background, irrespective of your culture, irrespective of the gender. Every employees in an organization see the same goals. That is shared goals. What I see, you see what I see. That is what the shared goals and vision for an organization. In everyone should see the same. It should not be the individual benefit, individual preferences. It is the shared goals and shared vision for an organization. See, the team India. India should win. That is every player in the team should want India to win, not to have a personal scoring, personal records. That has been the case. If you see, take up Indian cricket team or Indian hockey team, all this, they play for the country. That is shared goals or the shared vision. So every employee in an organization should work towards the betterment of an organization, betterment of their university, betterment of their colleges, and to give more benefit to the students. That is what we mean in educational institution. So everyone have to keep aside our personal interests and to work for the students' welfare and to the societal commitment. That is what is needed to see the shared goals in an organization. So goals and plans go hand in hand. If you have a goal, then only you can have a plan. Goal is, where do you want to see yourself down the line? Down the line 5 years. Where do you want to see yourself when you become old, when you become big? So this is what is the desired future state that individual attempts to realize, or an organization attempts to realize. When you take up group planning, the organization come. When you take up individual planning, it may be the personal as well as the organizational or professional goals. So desired future state, the future state, where do you want to see yourself down the line? Overnight, we cannot be a rich man like Ambani's or the Birlas. They have worked for long years. It is a family business. Their parents, grandparents have worked to get them there. So it is a long plans or desired state where they want to see number one in the country, number one in the world. All these are the future goals that they have set. So the plan is something you make to achieve the goal, the future course of action to achieve the goal, the blueprint that specify the resource allocation schedules, and other actions necessary for attaining the goals. So the planning is essential. Yeah, planning is the process. Plan is a blueprint. Planning is a process. How do you do this? How do you do this is step-by-step methods. Yeah, there may be a many times it is called fundamental management function. It is more controversial. Why controversial? There are so many people are involved in planning. Where there are two or more people, there will be a conflict, different opinions, different views. So there may be a controversial planning. Maybe removing the dress code, or putting the new dress code, or if you have seen in a newspaper midday meal scheme, vegetarians, non-vegetarians, government plans something, giving egg to all the children, the non-vegetarians, they there was a controversy. So even in the uniforms, even in the uniforms of the schools, there was a controversy. Even any rules which you make, there will be opposition, there will be favorism, or there will be, so because there are so many people involved in a planning or a big organization, so there will be a controversy in big organization. In individual planning, it may be a controversy between the inner self and the outer self, or what you think inside and what you show off outside. There may be dilemma there may mind and the heart may not go together. There may be internal dilemma or external dilemma, confused state of mind, because your ideology may be different, what you are doing may be different, so it may not match. There will be a conflict, controversy attached to that. So evolution of planning is not new in India. Yeah, 5-year plans were introduced after independence. The planning adopted after the independence to promote holistic and comprehensive growth of Indian economy. So after taking over from British, the Jawaharlal Nehru was the first prime minister of India, independent India. And they had so much of challenges in front of them after taking from the British government, British rule. So they made the progressive economic plans, educational, economical, industrial plans were involved in the 5-year plans to allocate the budget for particular area of or the sector. So the cabinet resolution to formulate 5-year plan was done, and recently it is stopped. There are no 5-year plans now in India. They stopped because it was not working as per the plans. So they planned, allocated, they had so much of meeting, and they came up with so much of plans, and then finally it is not working. It is a waste of energy, time, resources, money, all this. So they stopped it. To establish Niti Aayog was established to replace Planning Commission and introduce 3-year action plan along with the 15-year vision document and 7-year strategy to achieve long-term goals. This is a government decision, cabinet decision to stop 5 years plan and to come up with the 3-year action plan. See, APJ Abdul Kalam at 2020, India at 2020, vision at 2020. We could not achieve whatever he had planned. He said so many things has to be achieved to become India, empowered India. And now we have SDG goals. 2030, we have to achieve so many, 17 goals of SDGs. So we are already in 2025. Yeah, still there is poverty, still there is there are no infrastructure, still there is a discrimination, still there is a delay in accessing the resources, delay in getting the need. All this or to protecting the environment. There are 17 sustainable development goals that are listed, which has to be achieved by 2030. But we are it was established in 2015. Now we are in 2025 and no progress. There are so many countries involved with this, not only India. And the plan is good, but the people has to work. People need to work to implement the plan. If you plan, it will not work for you. It is you who are working to achieve that plan. So it is essential to have, if you don't plan, planning is, failing to plan is planning to fail. Or if you don't plan, someone else will plan for you. That is the case. So you have vision, mission, goals, and the SWOT analysis. SWOT is now introduced now it is become a SWOT analysis. Vision. Vision is futuristic in nature. It may be vision of life, vision of the country, vision of the organization. It is futuristic in nature, where you want to see yourself down the line 5 years. It is it gives legitimacy for the investors, customers, suppliers, all of this, stock market, to invest in those particular stocks. All this based on the vision. If you want to expand to other countries, or if you want to do business in entire South India, North India, or the Asia, whatever it may be, small or big. So that is very essential. It is a legitimacy. The mission statement is what we are today, mission of life. What do we do? Why we are here today? That is mission. Vision is futuristic. Mission is what we are now, what we do. So the mission of life tells you, the reason for existence, why we are here today, why we are on this job, why we are here today, what do we do. It symbolizes legitimacy to the external audience. It may be the society, the parents, or the students, or the management, government. So mission helps them and the local community to look on the company in a favorable light. So accepts its existence is mission. So strong mission also an impact on employees, enabling them to become committed to the organization because they identify its overall purpose and reason for existence. So sources of motivation, it becomes a sources of motivation and commitment. If you have a mission for life, it may be to, see the Salomarada Timmakka, she had a mission to plant trees. Wherever she goes, she plants trees. So that is the mission of life. That is the commitment she has and source of motivation. She did not dream for award or something else. She wanted to do that in her lifetime. So that is the commitment she had to do in that particular mission. So it guides to action. So mission gives provides sense of direction. They focus on attention or a specific target towards the important outcome. So it's a rationale for direction. Through goal setting and planning, manager learn what the organization is trying to accomplish. So it is a rationale for decision. Next session, we will be discussing on decision making. So this plans acts as rationale for making the decisions, and it is a standard of performance. You have set the standard. Whether you are performing, your actuals are meeting the standards or below the standards, above the standards, that you will know once you have set the goals, once you have set the mission. Otherwise, you will not come to know whether you are meeting the standards or below the standards or above the standards. So the mission of life gives you the standard for performance and rationale for decision making and guides for action and for motivation and commitment, because you have set the goal. Goal may be in a smaller term compared to the vision. So goal may be you break down the main into smaller objectives or smaller version of it. So it may be a strategic goals or tactical goals or operational goals. Long-term goals are called strategic goals. The medium goals are called the middle management, which describes this, are the tactical goals. Every day, day to day, say taking classes every day, going to the office every day, doing routine jobs every day, or these are the tactical goals. Every day you have to do this. So the goal that define the outcomes must be achieved in order to reach the overall goals. So all these are the different types of goals. SWOT, strengths and weaknesses and opportunities. To do this, you should know the strengths and weaknesses of the individual and the organization. Individual, it is for knowing our strengths and weaknesses, converting the weakness into a strength. And strength and weaknesses are internal and can be controlled. In organization also, every organization has a strength and a weaknesses, but the opportunities and threats cannot be controlled. It is out of your control. Opportunities may knock from anywhere, or threats may come from anywhere. You have no control on somebody's behavior. Yeah, it may be any individual in your family or in an organization. You have control on your behavior, not with others' behavior. So that is the threat. Sometimes it may be a threat, sometimes it may be an opportunity. So the behavior of the customers, behavior of the employees, behavior of all that may not be controlled. So opportunities, if you are prepared, then whenever opportunity knocks, you can take up that. So it means 99% of preparedness and 1% of chance. So 99% of preparedness is, if you're prepared, then only you can take up the opportunities. There is nothing like luck. Luck favors the prepared mind. You cannot say, yeah, it is not written on my head, not written on my palm, because you are not prepared. If you are not prepared, there is nothing like luck or anything. It is a 99% preparedness and 1% of chance, probability of getting that opportunity. So the threat or challenges today are vast, and you cannot imagine. Threat may come from anything. See, it may be a natural disaster or political changes, social changes, need in the customers, yeah, change in the need, or the change in the employment, change in the health, change in the, yeah, anything. It is a threat. We are all healthy today, and it may not so after 2-3 years. The corona, which hit us very strongly, and the vaccines which we took, still inside the body, and there are so many heart attacks and cardiac arrest happening around us. Yeah, everyone are blaming us because of blaming for the vaccination, but there are no scientific proof. Still, it is under the research, whether it is due to the vaccination, due to the other things. Life is so uncertain. We don't know whether we get up tomorrow. Still, we keep the alarm first in the morning. That is being optimistic. It is like living like we will be there forever. That is how you take life as optimistic, seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. In future we will be better. That is the optimistic style of living. Even there are so many floods in the North India today, in the Kashmir. If you see the Pahalgam attack, terrorist attack. No one ever imagined. It was a very pleasant morning. Tourists were enjoying. Suddenly, there was a terrorist attack. And there are many pilgrimage who have gone for Vaishno Devi or many other temples in the North India. They never imagined there will be a flood and rain. So much of uncertainty and threats around us. We don't know we are there tomorrow. Still, we have to live a life that we will be there forever and it will be better tomorrow. That is what being optimistic. So we have to make plans irrespective whether we are an individual or in a professional or a student or a teacher, any job, or a housewife, maybe the cooking prep or cooking plans, or taking care of the families, setting milestone. You may not call these terminologies, but whatever they are doing is the milestones they are setting. So smart objectives being specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time bound. What is specific is, see, you cannot say one day I'll become I'll become a millionaire. That one day should be, you have to say in 10 years or in 5 years I'll be a millionaire. Or if you want to take up any course, I'll finish and being a master's or being a doctorate in this area within 5 years, within 3 years, whatever. So being specific, set real numbers with the real deadlines. So I lose 5 kgs in this year, that is real. If you say I'll become slim in this year, that is not real. It is vague. That your mind will not take it as a goal. So it will not work on it. If you say I'll reduce 1 kg or I'll increase 1 kg in this year, that mind will take it and it will be conscious whatever it is doing. So set realistic, the specific goals. So I want this number within this deadline. I want to achieve the 10 lakhs rupees, save 10 lakhs rupees in this year or in these 2 years. That is specific. So measurable, make sure your goal is trackable. So how do you track it? You should have a scale, 1 to 5, 1 to 10, or the quantify in rupees or in kgs, in the performance is to be measured. So the quantifying is very important. You cannot say the general or vague words to measure. I have so many friends. If you say that, I have so many likes in social media, 1 million followers in social media, they'll not be there in front of you when you need them. That may be, they may, it's very vague that so many will like me, so many will come. That is how the politicians lose the election. They are measured wrongly. And attainable, work towards the goal that is challenging and but possible. Don't try for impossible goals. Try to take over the world in one night. It is not attainable. I'll be a millionaire tomorrow. No, over the night you will be the same. I'll be more productive tomorrow. No, by buying an Apple laptop you will not be productive. Apple phone will not make you productive. So you are the one who are the same tomorrow also. So the attainable, so walk towards a goal that is challenging but possible, realistic. Be honest with yourself, and you know what you and your, because you know your strengths and weaknesses. You know what you can do. With 5 years, can you complete, or 5 hours can you complete? That you know you better. So be realistic and time bound. time bound, set a deadline, say 2027, 2 years, next 2 years. I'll be the healthiest person on the earth. I'll be the healthiest person in my office. You set a goal. So set a time bound for anything, personal or professional. I'll make so many articles, so many, attend so many workshops, so many conferences. That is how you set the timeline. You write down 2025 is getting over in another 3 months. You have nothing to do. Then set it for 2026. 2026, starting with this, my promotion is there. My articles is due. And then my workshop, I will organize the workshop. I will attend so many workshops. I learn so many things. Learning is continuous. Any skills for that matter. It is not only, you maybe the communication, listening, stress management, or getting along with others, social skills, interpersonal skills, emotional intelligence, intelligent quotient. All this need effort. If it is not linked with your promotion, you don't take care for that. That is not personal growth. If you work only, it is linked with your profession, that is not your personal growth. As an individual, what you are doing to upgrade your skills, upgrade your knowledge, all this are essential. Even it is not required. See, nahi jnanena sadrusham, our university logo says this. Nothing is greater than knowledge. What knowledge are we acquiring after getting into this job? As a teacher, we have to learn every day, learn new things. New technologies are coming in. AI, ML, IoT are taking into the education system. There are new universities coming into India. Foreign universities are entering into the market. It has become a big business for private players. What are we doing? How are we equipping ourselves to a better professional, more skilled? Are we buying books? Are upgrading ourselves? Are we investing on ourselves? All these are the things which we need to realize, plan. If not now, you can do it for next year, but you have to do it now. So the planning for the future is very essential. Most organizations are facing turbulence and growing uncertainty. It holds good for the individual also. Whatever holds good for the organization, it holds good for the individual also. Individual, the impact will be more, and sometimes organizations maybe do well because they may diversify their businesses, but it is not so with the individual. See, Reliance sells everything under the sun. So starting from chappals to the petrochemicals or the petrol. They have everything. Tata salts to steel. They have so many businesses diversified into many things. If they're not doing well with the one business, they'll focus on the other businesses. Diversification is a strategy. So the economical, political, and social turmoil, managers struggle to do. There may be many companies which start every day due to the Make in India, Skill India, or Stand Up India. There are many companies, they are born every day in Bangalore and they are closed after some time. There are many companies which are going bankrupt. All these are because they have not seen the uncertainty which is coming in the future. So whatever the plans they have made were not working. Why it is working for some organization, why it is not working for other organization is not because they have not put consider the turbulence or growing uncertainty in future. So renewed interest in organization planning is now the Yeah, there are many courses on planning. Yeah, it may be product planning or HR planning or financial planning. You take up any subject. So there are planning committees, planning boards, planning commissions. Their job is to plan. Every day in day out, they maybe the R&D. Yeah, outdated. Your products become outdated very soon. Technology becomes obsolete very soon. So upgrading the technologies. Your smartphone is the example for this. Yeah, very next day you purchase, you feel like there is a new thing coming up, and new model is coming up. Even though we don't use the 80% of the things which are there in the new mobile. Yeah, only 20% is being used in most of the technologies. Still, people spend so much on Apple phones or the other high-end phones to get it, because it has become a luxury as well as the status symbols today. And the importance of goals and plans, rationale for the decision, standard of performance. It is the plans will act for a rationale for decision. That is the next topic which we will be discussing about decision making. Decisions are a primary job of an individual or an organization. Whatever the decisions may take as a good part of it or a bad part of it, or it is a rationale for making decision. It is standard of performance. To measure the performance, you have set the performance, and actuals will be measured against the standards, and it acts as a guide to action. And this is the organization. If you vertically make an organization, you will have a mission and vision at the top management. It may be C-level executive, CEO, COO, CIO, CFOs, chief executive officer, chief operational officer, chief finance officer. It is take up India, the central government makes, or the state government makes the plans. So there is a one vision and mission for India, and all the states have their own plans. It is same with the organization. External message, it is a legitimacy for the investors, customers, suppliers, and community. And internal messages, it's a legitimacy for motivation, and it acts as a guide for employees and for citizens. Rationale and standards, setting standards. So the organization can be break down as a operational level goals, tactical or a middle level goals, or a divisional goals. If you take up LIC, the divisional offices across Karnataka, or the main office in the Delhi. So the strategic plans will be done in the senior management as an organization as a whole. And the planning process. How do you plan? Planning is looking ahead, and effective planning, think long term. See, in 1932 was the longest plan which was done by the Japanese company for 250 years. It did not work, but it was the longest plan which was made in the history of the companies of or any country in the world. 250 years plan was done by the electronic appliances company called Mitsubishi. So the people may live for approximately 70 to 80 years, if not 80 to 90 years max. The employees may live there, but they have made a plan for 250 years, keeping in future employees in mind. All this that was recorded as the longest plan in the history of the organization. So plan for unexpected as well. Do a ground reality check. Prepare yourself to accommodate or improve. Identify and document dependencies. Let the plan be living document. See, if you have a diary writing habit or journaling habit, every year we buy a diary. There will be 365 days. We make a note in this month, what are the things to be done, things to do. And we have a calendar, we have a clock, everything we set. So yeah, it should be a living document. It should be in your mind. Every day you should check that. It is not one day you write on New Year and keep it aside and open it at the end of the year. It is of no use. So keep it simple, long term, and document it. Unexpected things also you take into consider. You don't have to show it to anyone. If you tell some near and dear ones, you will have more urge to do it. That is what the research says. If you journaling, if somebody says don't reveal it because there will be enemies who will spoil your plan. But some research says, yeah, if you tell it to the near and dear ones that you are doing this, you have a motivation and commitment to do this because you have revealed your plan. So you have to stick it to the plan because you have already told, and telling others may improve the implementation part. That is what some research says. There are again a contradictory roles. Yeah, they say don't tell anyone until you finish. Some people may spoil it. Yeah, there are say the people don't spoil what they don't know. There are many quotations on this. Yeah, keep it private. So it is up to you. What works for you, you can do it. If you have good one who are motivating or doing along with you, or then it is for your students. You have to reveal. Yeah, you ask them to do the plans, or maybe the events in our institutions. Every month there may be a extracurricular or sports. All this need to be have a proper planning. Teaching, non-teaching, or the extracurricular things, all our trip, our industry visits, all this need a proper planning. So steps for effective planning is to get more information. See, in this world of Google, you get everything on the Google. You type anything, it will give you 100 results minimum. So there is a knowledge information explosion and knowledge scarcity. Information explosion gives you unwanted, wanted, anything on the earth. Information explosion, and people don't remember. People don't take it seriously because it is available. So the knowledge scarcity. So you gather more information and set a goal, explore options, create a plan, evaluate a plan, and then implement a plan, track a plan. All these are the steps in the process of planning. And then each one, take up each one. How do you gather information? Because uncertainty and there is a risk attached to this, and this turbulent environment, you need to gather information. Reading is essential. Anything you read, it may be about the future weather, future politics, future the economy, future employment, or future relationship between the countries. Today, see, the relationships are changing with the neighboring countries and the USA. All these are the things which you need to read a lot and to ask questions. All the W's and H to be answered. When, where, why, who, how. These are the things to be answered. The curiosity should be there. Otherwise, you will believe. There will be blind belief. Someone else will tell you something and you do it. That is the someone else plan, not your plan. So understand the requirement, recollect the past experiences. Maybe same plans which did not work earlier due to some constraints may work now. It is again the time and the resources. Maybe when we were kid or when we are small, we did not have sufficient resources. Now the world is open, everything available. You can empower, you can have a empowered decisions. All these are the things. Gather historical data, talk to people, take time to digest, give some time, whether it is necessary, when to do it, how to do it, who will do it. Yeah, all these things need a gathering of the information and set the goal. It is done already. Look all possible approaches to reach the goal, rank them in order, and then create a plan. Yeah, detail out. Take a book, pen and book is essential. Then only it goes into the mind. Otherwise, just imaginary fiction, yeah, will not work. There are so many thoughts which comes to our mind. So we have to take care of our thoughts because it becomes words. Yeah, you have to take care of your words, that becomes action. You have to take care of your actions, that will become habit. If you have to take care of your habits, that will become the character. And education without character is dangerous. So you have to take, first thing is to take care of the thoughts which comes to your mind. Write it. Yeah. And introspect. Document activities that help to achieve milestone. Write in your diary. You don't have to show it to anyone. Journaling is very essential. One day I'll become this, when you write it. That one day is when. So you work towards that. That is how the politicians are made with the effort. Yeah, for the next election they work. All of them have a plan. If they don't call a plan, call it as a plan also, they have a committee which will be working on the marketing part of it. So the documentation is very essential. Maybe the propaganda, maybe the agenda. All these are the things which are thought in the minds and they'll put it into words. So effort to estimate each activity and fit into the schedule. So next election, another next 5 years, within that 5 years, you have to build the relationship with the voters and to do something and to get the seat. All these are the things they may have. Yeah, and being a bureaucrat, you are there in this Mysore Dasara now. Yeah, your role is very important as a district in charge minister, district collector, DC. All they have their own plans, so that need to be written. Some they put it in the newspaper, some they make it in the circular, some they make it in a internal plans which they don't reveal. All these are the things they then they have to evaluate after the things are over. Your evaluation comes. Evaluation the plan at various parameters. You have started this, maybe after 1 month you check whether the plan is working. Unclear roles and responsibility. There may be some changes in the family or in the organization, employees or anything. Health, wealth, economy, in the education. All these are the things, changes in the and lack of resources. You may not have the sufficient time, money, people. All of them are the resources. Our information is also a strategic resources. Some may have everything, they don't know what to do. They have lack of knowledge, lack of information. But they have other resources. They have people, they have money, they have time. But they don't know, they don't have the skill. That is where they are lacking. So poor and unclear communication. Communication is essential for everything. If you don't have a communication, don't assume things. Don't assume, my partner will do everything. No, in all the organizations, see, 80% of the jobs will be done by only 20% of the people. Other 80% will not be doing. Other 80% will be doing only 20% of the job. So 80% of the job will be done by 20% of the people, even in family or in the organization. So don't assume things. There should be a clear communication. Otherwise, people will not be, each one is different. Each one of us in this meeting today, all of us have a different views and opinions, and each one of us have our own way of thinking, ideology. So you have to communicate them when you are working together. So close the plan for 2025, another 3 months if you have planned. Check the success factors, identify the key failures, identify key performing resources, and lessons learned, good, bad, ugly, anything. Yeah. Leave people, leave places, leave organization if it is not good. Yeah, there are many people who have left the country already. Yeah, that's their decision. Yeah, some of them eloped. If you take up Kingfisher, yeah, they did not plan. It was a luxury airline with all expenses done and loan. They took so much of loan they could not return it, and competition is cutthroat, and they did not get the estimated revenue losses. Then they could not return the loans. Still, it is pending. He eloped from India, living abroad. All these are the things which are there in front of us, and yeah, the businesses, loans, no, the disaster recovery, disaster are the loans which you take. There will be recovery teams which is behind people, and yeah, they have made many to commit suicide. There will be depression, anxiety, yeah, sadness, all this because they are not achieving what they have planned. They wanted to do something and they could not do it. So these are the results of stress. Yeah, they may end up with terminating the job, terminating the life. All are the things which we have seen. So single use plans. This we have discussed: short-term plans, intermediate plans, and long-term. Short-term may be within 1 year. Intermediate may be 1 to 2 years. Yeah, long-term plan may be up to 5 years. So the short-term plans, 2025 plan, another 3 months left. If you plan it today, for next 3 months, that is short-term plan. So intermediate plans, you plan for 2026, 2027. That is intermediate plans. You plan for 2030. That is long-term plan. Yeah. If you don't plan, you get aged. Without your control, you get aged. Time will go, and you cannot take back the time. Time is the only one resource which all of us have, yeah, blessed with. Same 24 hours, 7 days. So if we don't use it properly, yeah, time will go and we will get aged over the time. And one day we will realize we did not do this and it will not come back. So in the organization, you have this. This we have discussed already. See the strategic plan you have, and the single plans and the standing plans. Single use plans are one time using plans. One time use, as the name says, yeah, Dasara 2025 in Mysore. That is single use plan. So program is a complex set of objectives and a plan to achieve the important one-time organizational goal. Project is similar to program, but generally smaller scope and complexity. So project is one activity, program is series of activities. If you are doing one international conference, that is project. If you are doing series in the year, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then it becomes a program. So the single use plan, whatever you have used for this particular project will not be applicable for the next project. So whatever you have, standing plans, please mute the, please mute the phone. Standing plans are there for a long time. The policies, HR policies, customer return policies, yeah, financial policies, it will be there for considerable time. So the policy is a general guide to action that provides direction for people within the organization or in the country. Yeah, rules, your traffic rules. Yeah. green, orange, or red. All these things describe how an action to be performed. What you have to do when it turns green, what you have to do when it turns red. That describes a specific action to be done. Rules are that. Coming to office at 10 o'clock, leaving at 5 o'clock. That's a rule. You have to be there in the office in the working hours. As a government employees, you have so many things you have to keep in mind. All these are the government rules which tells you. Procedure is step-by-step activities. Say to complete 2 years post-graduation, they have to undergo first semester, second semester, third semester, fourth semester. That's a procedure. Step-by-step activities you have to do a job. So the contingency plans are unexpected. See, you have planned something that will not work in contingency. So there is unexpected things which happens. It may be economic turndown, declining market, increasing cost of supplies, technological developments, safety accidents. Accidents you have no control. If you make mistakes in traffic, it may cost you a life. So the safety accidents in the factories, it may be the chemicals or machines, hazardous chemicals. All this may be uncontrollable factors. And technology development. Today, people are going to Mars, Moon. All this are the technology. ISRO or the NASA. They've developed and you have your smartphone with so much of chat GPT, AI. And machines are learning today. Machine remembers what you have browsed. All this, and they will make required products and services for the customers. And declining markets, economic turndown, are all uncontrollable factors. And how do you minimize this uncontrollable factor is a factor. Forecasting is to be done. You have to gather more information and the forecasting to be done to do this. Then only you can have a specific solutions for unexpected conditions. But nothing works in some of the conditions. Maybe there is a fire in the building which you never expected. There may be a burst in the cylinder. That uncontrollable. You have nothing to do when it will lose life. It is happening around us. And the accidents on the road. That's why it's called accidents. You can never imagine that will happen. So you have to be there is a precaution is better than cure. So the precautionary measures should be taken to prevent all. You cannot prevent it, you can manage the risk. So the crisis management, prevention, preparation, and containment. That may be the Pahalgam is one, the flood is the one. That's a crisis. So building trust with the key stakeholder, that's the citizen, open communication, crisis management team, entire paramilitary, military is on that. Establish an effective communication system. Today, social media, everything can be on there. We are going somewhere and someone may capture you and put you in social media. You are doing something illegal, something unethical, everything will be on social media. You just browse in Instagram. There are so many things they have put up in the reels. Everything, personal, private, all this. So the communication system is so strong today. In the train, the AC is not working. The passenger tagged the railway minister, and immediate action was taken through the social media. All this can be crisis management planning. It is sudden, devastating, and require immediate response. You never imagined that will happen, but there will be a crisis management team in all the districts and all the government, all the organization. who are ready. See, disaster recovery centers are there today. No one ever imagined there will be a flood. There will be tsunami in Chennai or in Mangalore. Yeah, the companies which are situated near the seafront all went underwater, and all the data they had, they lost it. So they could not regain the business again. So what they did was, see, Japan is prone to earthquake. So many earthquakes every day, and the data recovery centers they have placed in Bangalore, Mysore, Delhi, where there are no earthquakes. They have a recovery centers. All these are the things that they've taken the precaution. Moving on, planning for high performance, central planning, decentralized planning. So decentralized is giving power to everyone, so everyone will participate. It is a democratic style of leadership. But in centralized, it is autocratic, and very few people will be involved in decision making. All these are the things you have to, only head office will take a decision, only central government will take a decision. All this is centralized planning. But in decentralized planning, you give regional, for power to regional companies, regional branches, regional offices, regional, states. So that is decentralized planning. So planning for high performance, planning comes alive when employees are involved in setting the goals and determining the means to reach them. That is very essential. So have a strong mission statement and vision statement for a life also along with the organization. Set a stretch goals for excellence. Don't set easy goals. Set some difficult and possible goals. And management by objectives, you set objectives and review that frequently. Establish a culture that encourages learning. Embrace event-driven planning. Utilize temporary task force if needed. When you are focusing on main thing, for other things you take the help of the maid or employees at home. You can recruit temporary employees for the work which is not your core competence. It is not, you cannot be everywhere. There may be an event, the food will be outsourced, and the event management will be outsourced. You have something to do which is important, the activities, that list out the activities. Planning will start and stops at the top sometimes, because of the centralization. And make continuous improvement a way of life. Kaizen is a Japanese technique which is called continuous improvement. So continuous improvement is a way of life. Japanese are very successful with their planning techniques and decision making techniques. Some may have a centralized, but here the thorough discussions will happen in Japan, and the continuous learning, continuous improvement will happen. So Hiroshima and Nagasaki, bomb blast. After that, everything was devastated. The crisis management was so good, and they have come out as the developed nation today after the bomb blast. Even now there is a effect of the bomb blast. Even now the children who are born with some effect of the bomb chemicals. So still, and they are prone to earthquake. Whatever the buildings they are building are all lightweight, because it is earthquake prone area. Still they are leading in the economy, and all good practices were followed. So continuous improvement is a way of life. We have become the teachers, we have become the top position in the university, and it should not stop us from learning things. There should be a continuous, you should invest on your personal development. It may be time, money, or people. All this work with the people, yeah, work with other universities, collaborations, MOUs. All
Madam,
these are the.
Madam, it's 11:15, madam.
I will stop.